Welcome to a very special edition of Ahysen Nation. Thank you all for joining us today. By the way, if you're watching us online, on Facebook or on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and make sure that you know when we're on live on our platform that we call WAFB+. And it's also available on Roku and Amazon Fire. So we are live at LifeShare Blood Center. Been here all morning long, started about 4:30 this morning. And LifeShare opened their blood center donation doors early for our blood drive today. You've heard us talk about it all weekend long, and we're going to be here until we get 100 units donated. And we're hoping that will be at the latest tomorrow afternoon because I have a bed here, a cot, I've got an umbrella chair. I will be on the roof again. We had to come back inside because of the electrical power. It's available here. They could have run wires and all that. They tried to talk me into that. I said, no, let's do the broadcast stuff inside, and we'll broadcast upstairs on the roof with another type of device after we get off the air. So that's kind of a cheesy way of saying I didn't want to get on the roof.
You can get on the roof. You can do it.
I know. We were on the roof a little earlier, and, of course, last week as well. So we're going back up there. It'll be like a cat on a hot tin roof when I get hot out there. So at LifeShare Blood Center, we're trying to get 100 donations to kind of speed into the summer. You heard us talk for the last several months about how the blood donations and the blood supplies are so low during the pandemic, partly because of the pandemic. Then we were hit with these unrealistic flooding and more problems like that, and then just regular blood needs from accidents and things like that. And now we're going into the summer, which is traditionally, historically, a period where blood donations are always low and blood is always needed. So we're trying to really, here at the beginning of June, get into the blood donor mindset and get these blood supplies up well into this summer. So we're going to start by giving a push of 100 units between now and tomorrow. LifeShare's on Essen Lane. It's right by Anselmo, Essen and Anselmo, basically, which is right alongside the railroad tracks. So if you're coming off the interstate, turn onto Essen like you're going to Perkins, and right when you get across the railroad track, you'll see Anselmo on the left. Don't turn there. It's a little tricky with traffic. But right past that is the first driveway, like you're coming into Itchabon's, and right beside Itchabon's is the LifeShare Blood Center, and that's where we're going to be camped out until we get 100 units.
We can do it.
And I have some very, very, very special guests today. I talked to Crystalline for a few minutes earlier this week, and L.A. Delaney. Crystalline in L.A. Lost a son to sickle cell anemia, and he was 26 years old, and they are very comfortable as you can be with this topic, talking about it in their son's honor and what it meant when he had to get blood infusions and why they're such passionate ambassadors about blood donation. So first of all, Crystalline in L.A., welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming down.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Now, I got to talk about your church for a second, get a little plug in for the church. You're pastor of a church in Gonzales.
Yes, St. Paul Baptist Church in Gonzales. It's on Boudreaux Road, right off the interstate. We've been there for 9 years.
Now, Crystal, I'm going to let you hold the microphone, and you go back and forth between me and L.A. and yourself, and hold it about like that in front of our mouths. But since you're in the middle, and we have one mic.
I can handle
it.
it.
Go ahead. So, I'm going to go ahead and ask you a question. Okay. So when I talk, you hold it this way, and when he talks, and you talk. You know,
I got it.
Okay. Okay. So, first of all, tell me, for those of us who aren't really super up to speed on what is sickle cell anemia and why your son needed infusions. And you also told me yesterday about something else that was not an infusion. It was something else I'd never heard of. So just go ahead and start.
Okay, my son, as I said before, his name is Mark Anthony Brown Jr. He was 26 years old when he died due to complications of sickle cell anemia. What Sickle cell anemia it's a blood disorder that affects 1 in 365 African American people and 1 in 1,200 Hispanic people. So what happens is the red blood cells, they sickle, kind of shaped like a banana, and it can't go through the bloodstream, and it causes extreme pain.
So when he was able to get an infusion once in a while, what did this do? How did this change his health for a temporary time?
Okay, so when he got an infusion, what it did was, first of all, he would either get a infusion or a blood exchange. Now the difference is an infusion is when they actually put blood back into his body. An exchange is when they take out the sickled cells and replace it with healthy red blood cells. So that would give him energy, he would feel better, it would temporarily decrease the pain crisis that he would have.
Now when they did the what did you call it? Blood swap? Not blood swap.
The blood
The
exchange.
blood exchange. Now, when they put the healthy blood in and take the sickle cell blood out, why would that not cure sickle cell with the healthy blood cells that are now in the body?
Because his body naturally produces the sickled cells. So they're not removing all of the blood, they're removing enough to make him feel better.
So you in LA are big proponents of blood donation. Partly because of that, or are there other reasons?
Well, that's one of the main reasons. I was blessed to have Mark for 26 years with all of these health complications. And the reason I was blessed to have him that long was because of people that gave blood. So that's why I'm an advocate when it comes to giving blood.
So had he not had these infusions and once in a while he would have maybe not lived as long as he did? Am I understanding that correct?
He definitely would not have lived as long as he did had it not been for blood infusions.
Do you know the lifespan of someone diagnosed with sickle cell? What is that?
Absolutely. It's between the age of 40 and 48. So it's not a very long lifespan. However, with modern medication, it's getting a little longer than it had been in the past. A couple of years ago, it wasn't 40.
So you are the mom, and you look, both of y'all look the epitome of health. Do you have sickle cell?
I don't have sickle cell. I have what's called a sickle cell trait, which means that I can pass sickle cell on to a child. So what happens is if you actually have the trait and your partner has the trait, there's a chance that your child would have what's called SS, full-blown sickle cell disease.
We want to talk to L.A. and get some thoughts from him as well, since you're holding one.
Yeah, since you're running everything, I mean, I just want to make sure that everybody understands the importance of coming out and actually giving blood. Giving blood saves lives. So we're happy to be able to partner with LifeShare. We're actually able to be able to partner with everyone. We're begging, pleading with people to come in today. We need this 100 today. We need 100 today. These units, we have to get it in. We don't want my man to be on the roof. We don't want him to be here forever. We want to actually get people to come in and save lives by giving blood. You'll feel better about it. You'll have a better purpose for your life if you can do it. And also, can I plug our Saturday? Absolutely. So Saturday at St. Paul Church in Gonzales, 10438 Boudreaux Road, we're going to have another blood drive in memory of Mark. From 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And this will be again in partnership with LifeShare. They're going to come, they're going to set up, and we're pushing for 100 as well. We're pushing for 100 as well. They're saying 40, but we want to actually make a difference. If the numbers are low, I believe the community should come together and make a difference. So we're going to try.
Now I'm pretty familiar with Ascension Parish. Give us directions to the church.
Okay, if you're traveling on Interstate 10, you can get off on Highway 30. That's right there where the Cabela's, Tanger Mall, all of that is. You can actually see our church from the interstate. If you're passing Tanger, you can see the church in the distance. So if you get off there, if you're coming from Baton Rouge, you make 2 lefts. You make a left on Highway 30. You will make a left at the Waffle House. Okay. Where the Waffle House is, that'll take you to what's called Orice Route. Oris Rock turns into Boudreaux. It's like the service road that takes you around the corner view. Our church sits right there. You can actually see, like I said, you can see it from the interstate. We're accessible 3 or 4 different ways from there: corner view, Boudreaux Road, Burnside. You can get to us. So we will be happy if everybody can't make it here. You come down on Saturday. It's all coming to LifeShare. So we appreciate it.
Fantastic. What time Saturday at the church?
It'll be from 9 o'clock a.m. to 2 p.m.
And they're actually, you can do registration on LifeShare's website where you can register for the event, but we're taking walk-ins. We're not turning anybody down.
That is fantastic, L.A. So you both given blood before. Give me what happens. You come in, they prick your finger to make sure that you're able to give blood. Give me the experience that you guys had.
You want to take this on?
You can take it.
Okay, so you come in, of course, they test your blood. They're testing your blood sugar. They're trying to make sure you're not anemic. You're healthy enough to actually give blood. And you sit there, maybe the whole process wasn't more than 45 minutes of your time. So 45 minutes is nothing to give to help save another life.
Yeah, to save lives. Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, 45 minutes. We do a lot. You can sit on your phone. You can relax. You can meditate. You can do whatever you need to do and know and feel good about what you're doing. That what you're doing, you're sharing to make sure someone else lives. So that's important.
You didn't feel faint, weak. You didn't have any problem with any of that kind of scary. It's not scary. It's not really that scary.
No, it's not scary. And you know the crazy part? I felt great after giving blood. So I got a burst of energy. So I'm not saying everyone is going to have that experience, but I felt wonderful.
Well, I think I learned from LifeShare. I'm learning so much this morning that we have an average human has 10 pints of blood, and you're only given a pint.
Yeah.
So that's not that much.
It's not a lot at all.
As far as making you weak, and anything to do before though, like maybe should you eat a big breakfast, or if you come in the morning?
You should eat a very healthy breakfast. So make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you've eaten, and come on out. Give blood.
You guys want to give a plug for your Sunday services if someone doesn't have a church home or would like to visit on Sunday?
Yeah. Our Sunday services are Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Normally we're out by 12. We're also live streaming, so you can catch us at our website, www.stpaulgonzalez.com. You can catch us on Facebook, on YouTube, Work the Word channel. So you can come in and you can check us out, but we would love to see you in person. We're open. We're doing all of the COVID practices, the social distancing, the temperature checks, all of that stuff to make sure we're safe. And we actually had a COVID drive at the church where so we're ready. We would love to have them if they need somewhere to worship. But also, we want your blood. We need your blood.
With that being said, we definitely would love to see you guys on June 12th, this Saturday, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Kristen and L.A. Delaney, thank you guys so much. And full disclosure, we're all three fully vaccinated. Fully vaccinated. That's why we don't have our masks on. So I get exactly. Yeah, exactly. But great job you guys are doing in the community, and great job of keeping your son's memory alive. And going into the summer, I could not have asked for better guests to come on and help us get this. Any closing comments on either one of y'all?
Just come out and see us on Saturday, June 12th, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 2 p.m.
And if you can't make it Saturday, make sure you come today. We need this 100.
We got to get 100, yes.
Thank you. Thank y'all guys so much. Crystalline and L.A. Delaney, and some of us will see you Saturday. Come by. Very good. At the church. Thank you guys. Y'all head out, and we'll swap seats here. LifeShare Blood Center, we definitely want your blood. We need the donations. Come on in and have a seat. Have a seat, young man. Got a Yankee up here from Shreveport. Ben is...
I'm director of operations here at LifeShare. So
based out of
Shreveport, but we serve most of the state of Louisiana. So
Now that's an interesting fact too that I learned since I've been involved with this promotion is all the blood stays. This is the Louisiana Life Share.
yeah, we're a local blood center. We supply Baton Rouge General right here, up the road to Opelousas, and then basically all the hospitals north of Alexandria, north Lake Charles as well. So a lot of the state, when those patients, they're getting their blood from Life Share donors, and that's what we're about. Give here, help here.
I'm going to let you do the same thing she did and hold the microphone and go back and forth between Jason and I. Jason is your...
Yeah, Jason's the regional director right here in Baton Rouge. So.
Gotcha. And we've talked to him a couple of times this morning. So you're going to hold the mic, and when you talk to me, put it to my mouth and him to his mouth and you to your mouth.
Yeah. And there's nothing I'm going to do that was as good as they did, right? What a story. And when I was listening, I thought, they're trying to get people to come donate blood, 100 today, 100 Saturday, and their son unfortunately is not here. He's passed. He doesn't need blood. They don't need blood. They're healthy, but they still feel that impact, and they know what it does. And we say life saving a lot. I heard you say life saving, and it does, but life sustaining. That blood that keeps people. Even if the outcome isn't always great. Those extra years or those extra months with a loved one means a lot. And when people come and donate, that is what you're giving. You're giving someone more time with their family or their son or their parent. It means a world of difference. I know I was hearing it. Yeah.
Well, that's what Crystal was saying is had it not been for the transfusions, the infusions, and different things, he would not have been possibly as alive as long as he was.
Right.
So
yeah,
good. Let's talk about debunking some myths, and both of y'all can kind of tag team on this on giving blood. You can't catch anything from giving blood, and what are some of the restrictions now? I know that you and I have talked about some of the restrictions have been relaxed a little bit as more and more it becomes known. And, of course, you test the blood 7 ways from Sunday. So can I give blood if I'm gay?
Okay, so a lot of different things there. There, like you said, there is a lot of different myths out there. In regards to that one, it's all set by the FDA and depends on,
It's changing.
It is changing, yeah. It used to be for men who have sexual contact with other men, it used to be a permanent ban, and then the FDA has loosened that over the years. And LifeShare is part of an organization that has asked the FDA to really look at habits of individuals and make an assessment based on individual risk factor for all sorts of things, for travel and for sexual activity and for all those things. That's what we think is best. And then there's some, as you mentioned, some other myths and people aren't sure about eligibility. Do you want to tackle some of those other ones, Jason?
Well, I mean,
mention about getting some illness or something from donating.
Right.
no, I mean, if you're diabetic, you can donate. A lot of various medicines, you can donate. There's a lot of things that people have myths about that they can't, when in actuality they really can. And, that's why we go through a lengthy screening process. As you said it, we test 7 ways Sunday to make sure that everything that we provide to our recipients is exactly what it should be, life-saving blood. So.
And then there's ways where you can separate different parts of the blood. I don't think that's here, but it can be separated for different needs, and maybe even more than 3 people could be positively affected by 1 pint of blood, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we actually we do all the manufacturing in one central place in Louisiana. But when we ask folks, did you would you be able to donate on the Alex machine today? That's a mini centrifuge that actually does separate that into those different blood components. And the reason we want that is because if you have O red cells, your O red cells can go to basically anybody. Platelets and plasma work the opposite. If you have A or AB, those can go to pretty much anybody. So we just are trying to have, versatile blood products that can, go to somebody, whoever that patient is. We don't have a lot of blood, so we want to make sure the blood we have is going to be compatible. So that's sometimes why we do that.
So, and we chuckled about this off camera a minute ago. How long will a pint of blood last?
So, well, as of right now, seconds. So the minute that you give a blood donation, it is already reserved for someone waiting on it. So it's that much of a critical shortage. And so, yeah, so as soon as you donate today to try to get him off the roof, It's already reserved for somebody.
Yeah, the blood that we collect today will be transfused by the end of this week, I can promise you. Now, it could last up to 42 days. You can actually freeze it, and it lasts up to 10 years. But we don't have to really worry about that because the worry is the need and not being able to meet the needs of today.
Okay, we didn't talk about this off air, but different blood types, what are they?
Yeah,
Do you know?
so everybody has a red blood
I can't
cell.
stop him.
And everybody has red blood cells, and basically it's just something on the outside of the red cell. So you can almost think of it like as a syrup on an ice cream sundae or something. So everybody has the same kind of red cell, and some people have chocolate syrup, some people have vanilla syrup. That's the A, that's the B, and then no syrup at all would be O. So that means it's just plain, you don't have anything on it. So that's kind of the difference. Now an O you can put into anybody else. An A or a B you can't because that person's body won't recognize it. They're like, we don't have that.
Will it reject it?
Well, yes, it'll actually create an immune response, and it many times is fatal, especially with the A. If you were to put an A into an O, of course it's very easy to test for blood types, and we've been doing it for 100 years now, and so that's not an issue, but blood types do definitely matter, but that's why. So
If I give blood today, will I know my blood type today before I leave, or is that a process that takes a little while?
how long will it take?
Well, we can certainly test today to see if you're, anti-A, which determines kind of whether we would put you or recommend you for that Alex machine. But it should take around 3 days.
We can test it, but you do not want me or Jason making your healthcare decisions and telling you what transfusion, and it'll go to the lab, and the real experts and the scientists will do it. But we can do a little mini test today too to give you a pretty good accurate an idea. But it's really just kind of for educational fun purposes.
And you don't, just from the few minutes I've been around these guys this morning, you don't want either one of them sticking you either. But you've got some great phlebotomists.
Yeah.
Y'all aren't phlebotomists. Are you a phlebotomist?
Let's.
No. No.
Sure, I am.
No. So, but yeah, you got some great people. I mean, Miss D's been doing this since 1984. Not necessarily with LifeShare, but she's been a phlebotomist since 1984. So you got to know you're not going to feel that stick very much.
Yeah, we have a great donor services team here in Baton Rouge, and Jason works with them just about every day, and really has been able to like you said, to see for himself how well they do their job, but not only that, but the care and the passion they put into it. This it's. You see our buses all over the area. We're crossing bridges back and forth each day. We're in the evening, weekend, Sundays, and these are the folks that are on it. This dozen or so folks, and they do it because they want to, and they know, just like the people who are sitting here before us, they understand the difference that they are making. I know if we wanted to add to that too. It's your team, yeah.
No, our donor services team that is led by Miss D is phenomenal. They're excellent bedside manner. Customer service is great. They know what they're doing. They've been doing that a long time, and Miss D is a great leader, and she transfers that to her team.
What are the, before we get off of the actual blood types, is there a type that is more needed than another type? Is there a type that's more rare than another type?
Yes and yes. So really, though, we have less than a day supply. We told our hospitals today, they said we need this, and this, and we said we can't do that. So, I mean, every day we're telling our hospitals, no, we can't give you what you need. And that's on all blood types. So normally O's you need a little bit more, but right now we don't have enough of anything. So today there's not really a blood type that's needed more. And that was the first question. The second question, help me out.
One that's more rare.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. So O positive is actually, one that we can't keep. We said we needed O's. That's the most common blood type. About 37% of people have O positive. And the positives are more common. So when it comes, 33% have A. About 10% B positive. And then AB positive is the smallest, and then the negatives are below those in each of the categories. So AB negative is the most rare. About 1 in 500 people or so have AB negative.
Walk me through the process. Like, for instance, if someone's nervous about giving blood today because they might be weak, or they might not be able to go on with their day, or they might be restricted to some activities, Are they restricted after they give blood, and what should you do to better prepare for the event?
Sure.
So you certainly want to hydrate. So lots of water, make sure you eat. And then when you come into the center, the process that we go through here is sign you up, go through a medical screening process where they're going to check your vitals, answer some questions, and then really then you're going to get handed off to Miss D and her wonderful team. They're going to walk you through everything, make you feel nice and easy, and you hardly feel it, and good conversation all the way through, and knowing that you're saving lives. So the process is very simple, very quick. Typically 20 to 30 minutes you're out, and you can go along with your day. As far as activity, I would say within a couple hours, maybe 2 hours, your red blood cells have already replenished, and you're good to go with any activity you want.
That quick? Within a couple of hours, what they've taken out has already been replenished?
Well, within a couple hours, you can definitely, that's when we say, there's some activities you can't do with your arm and things like that.
Right.
But your body can, it starts making those cells back right away, and plasma is that's when you donate whole blood. About half of what you're donating is plasma, and that's the liquid portion in your blood, and that comes back in no time at all. So, you can donate whole blood every 56 days, and that gives your body plenty of time to make sure that you're healthy, you're feeling well, and then every time, you come in, we test your hemoglobin right away to make sure that, you are, those physicals that Jason was talking about. We want to make sure that it's healthy enough for the person, who's receiving it. We're not going to, take blood from somebody who, isn't, even have higher than sometimes normal iron and things like that.
Now, Crystal said a while ago that she actually felt better for a while after she gave blood. Is there a health benefit to giving blood for the donor?
Well, I'll tell you that, I think I heard her say that, and she's 100% right. I mean, there is nothing you can do on your hour lunch break that's going to give you the feeling that donating blood does. And I know she's talking about a physical feeling, but that sense of pride and self-satisfaction, knowing that you came in here and helped, someone like Crystal's son, and with some sort of illness like that, or someone who is waiting on an organ transplant tomorrow or something like that. So yes, that you definitely there is that feeling, but also a lot of people can donate for different reasons. Maybe they have too much iron, or they are in different sort of treatments. Some people, hereditary hemochromatosis is a disease where a lot of people have it, and it's just where you have too much iron in your blood. So some folks come in every 2 weeks, which is more than you or I could donate, and they donate, and that helps them. So there's it can lower blood pressure, things like that. So there are some physical benefits to it as well.
You probably wouldn't want to go and do what do they call it, CrossFit workout right after you give blood. But
actually, that's what Jason does. He could speak better than that than me.
Well, I've given blood before, and I do Ironman triathlons and running and swimming and biking, and as I said, a couple hours later, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right, so Life's Chair is on Essen Lane at Anselmo, right across the railroad tracks, kind of Essen, Perkins in that area, right by. It kind of butts up against Itchabon's. You're from up north, up in Shreveport, but Itchabon's is good.
I've been there. I've heard all about it. I'm surprised I hadn't seen you there. You've mentioned it now.
Well, I got to get off the roof first, but we're going to camp out. We're on the roof and in the lobby. We're just basically staying you brought me a cot and then showed me where the shower is. I will literally be sleeping here tonight. There's no question about it. Jason got off air earlier and said, now, Kenny, how does this really happen? You're not really going to stay overnight. Yes, I am. The only way I wouldn't is if we get 100 units by the end of day today. And the end of business today is not 6, it's 8. That's right. You've extended the hours.
Yeah, we made it easier than ever to donate. We opened early at 6. Johnny's been with us since about 4 this morning. We opened the doors at 6. We're extending hours until 8 this evening. And the opportunity is now. We've got our Domino's pizzas that we're giving away to donors. We don't have an oven here, but we've got a coupon. You can take it with you and get a free large one-topping pizza. And then again, you get that, knowing that you helped somebody. That's the best thing. Yes, T-shirt. Yeah, it's a fun day to be here, a fun day to donate. And if you can stop by after work or during work, we won't tell. And it'll be a fun time.
Anything else?
Just come get him off the roof.
Now, we'll be going back up on the roof, no question about it. I'm going to drag one of y'all up there with me, too. We'll be on the lot at noon, the noon news. Ben and Jason, thank you so much. Jason Kilpatrick, and Ben, I have no idea how to say your last name.
It's Prijatel. It's a Shreveport name.
How do you spell that?
It's Prijatel.
That's a Shreveport name.
Yeah, it's Slovenian. So that's,
Is it really?
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right,
So,
very good.
yeah.
Well, you guys gonna come on with us again a little later on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. All right, Jason, Ben, thank you guys so much. I will release y'all from the chairs, go back and greet people. And we have had such a good morning this morning already. We have a lot of folks that are sitting in the waiting area. We have Matt Williams is here. In fact, we're going to, hopefully, if he gets out of the chair in time, we can get him on the program here. He should be wrapping up here in a little bit. Matt's pretty skinny, though. I was impressed that he was able to give blood, because little bitty skinny Matt. I, on the other hand, have no problem. So, Life Share Blood Center, we're going on a 48-hour blood drive to kick off the summer, and the need is there. The need has been there, and it's not getting any better. And now that the summer is starting, that historically has always meant a problem with blood supplies. So that, coupled with the fact that we've had the pandemic, coupled with the fact that we've had some floods and some different things like that, he mentioned elective surgeries are being put on hold because people need to hang the blood bags in the operating room, then they just don't have them. Like he said, the blood can last for a while, several days in the refrigerated area, but they won't even, the blood you donate today will be gone by the end of the week. Today's Tuesday. He said, if we get 100 today, they are already all spoken for. So we definitely want to try to get 100 units of blood and kick off the summer with Life Share Blood Center. It's Essen Lane. You know where it's at. It's the big, in fact, if you were here many years ago, this was the Essen movie theater. It's the Essen 6, I think it was. And the building is still here, and they've redone it several times, and this is the new Life Share Blood Center. And it was a two-story building, and I have been up and down the roof, and we'll be back up on the roof. I was really hoping Steve's forecast would have called for rain today, and I think it may have a slight chance of rain in the forecast, but earlier this week when I agreed to do this, he had like 100% chance of rain for Tuesday and 70% chance for Wednesday. Well, all of that's changed, so I'm definitely getting up on the roof with my umbrella and my beach chair. And we'll be broadcasting on Facebook Live and some other broadcasts from that a little later on. I'm going to show you, I'm going to move behind the camera, so we're going to continue to broadcast here. And if I can do this without dropping my boss's camera, I'm going to turn the camera a little bit, and I'm going to go in on Miss D and Matt. They're in the blood center right now, donating blood. Well, Matt's doing a selfie while he's giving blood, but I think this shot will still be good. There's Matt Williams and the incredible staff here at Life Share Blood Center. They're contributing. And then there's Heidi right next to her, right next to Matt. And Heidi came in from our sales department, sales and marketing department. You feeling okay, Matt? You feeling okay? He's done. You're too skinny to do the double thing. All right, I'm going to walk over here with my microphone with Matt, and we're going to talk to Matt. Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah, because you stayed up with the ball game last night. All right, I think we still have a shot over here. We're going to do something good. And this is Heidi. Heidi. Okay, Miss D, I'm coming into the sterile area that they told me not to come into.
He's always best in these sterile areas.
So you're too skinny to do.
Well, I think I'll be okay. I'm 6'2", so I got a decent amount of blood in me. I'm a big old blood sack apparently. But yeah, didn't get a good night's sleep. Thanks LSU baseball, but worth it. I haven't eaten since about 5:30 yesterday evening. Intermittent fasting. I know, intermittent fasting. But I think I'm going to be okay. Again, 6'2", a lot of blood in me. I think I'll be all right. But again, if I decide to take a nap here, you just let me go.
Not a problem. But I appreciate. Now look, Miss D. Does this count for 2 or 1?
It counts for 2. Yes. And need you to relax.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
As long as this cuff is loose,
And it's loose now.
yes, you relax.
Gotcha.
Once that cuff tightens back up, you start pumping.
Count
okay?
to 5. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
Should I leave him alone and not talk to him?
Look, it's very important that you keep this arm in this position and do not move it.
Well, don't move.
I didn't think I moved.
You did.
I'm a horrible patient. Ask my wife.
So this guy counts for 2 of our 100. So-
That's pretty good, right?
Help me
Nobody
explain
wants
this.
2 of me.
Who can explain this machine in this process? Why is he counting for 2?
Because he's going to do a double red, so.
Well,
so
look, the camera's
Oh,
on.
I'm
us.
sorry, I
no,
didn't know we were
no,
here.
come,
Okay,
yeah.
oh,
Come
you're
over
a
here.
photographer
All right,
now.
okay, Ben. So what's the deal here?
So, this Alex machine we were talking about earlier, and this it's got a
What are
little,
you saying? A what machine?
it's a brand. It's ALYX. So it's got a little centrifuge in it. You can sort of hear the hum. I don't know that your viewers can, but it's spinning around the blood, the whole blood. I mentioned that it's got plasma, red cells, all that, but it's separating the plasma from the red cells. And so drop for drop, we're taking less blood today, but we're taking we're taking 2 units of red cells. Now I'm going to guess that he's got an O
I
blood.
was going to say, what made him special to get this chair?
Yeah, I'm going to guess that he has type O blood, and that means that it's most needed for, it can go to anybody too. So we're going to take 2 units of those red cells, leave the plasma and platelets behind because those red cells are so valuable.
I'm getting weak just listening to all this. What? So you're special. Not everybody gets this
Ask
chair.
my mother. She tells me that all the time. Love you, Mom and Dad.
Oh my God. How do you feel right now?
Well, actually, apparently, I've got my platelets and plasma, the plasma and the red blood cells being separated, but I got platelets coming back in, and I've got saline solution coming back in to kind of replenish so I can hang out and they can double dip me. But with this saline solution that's coming back in, I got this little cool feeling going on.
It's not like you're about to pass out or anything.
Like I said, if I take a nap, you just let me lay here. It's all for a great cause. Look, because here's the thing. 1 unit, we've talked about it, 3 lives.
Yes.
This, 6 lives. So it helps. Yeah, it's a big deal.
Dude, thank you so much.
We want you out of here, baby. We want you out of here. At least by tomorrow.
Now here's full disclosure. He had to change all my camera shots every 5 minutes because I had to call the station. He wants me back downtown.
Yeah, Change your own dang cameras. No.
What, do you know your blood type?
I think it's O, I think, right now.
Right now, your blood type changes.
Yes, it does. Tomorrow, maybe B. I'm one of them really special people. I literally, every time I donate, they tell me, and Johnny, I freaking forget. My mind's a sieve. I should tattoo it behind my ear.
A lot of things just became abundantly clear.
Yeah, I know.
About my coworker here. All right, well, don't move. I'm going to go back over here. Miss D, we're going to talk to you too soon, but you're busy. I'm not going to let you talk right now because of all this machinery.
Take care of me.
That's a formidable
That is a
task.
full-time job.
Elena's told me that.
He is my donor, and I'm focusing on him.
Oh, look at that. He is my donor. I'm focusing on him. Hot dang. So we got somebody in the big chair. Amanda, can you turn us to, we can talk to this pretty lady? How are you?
Good, doing good today.
How you feel?
Fine, I just finished.
So you, you didn't get the big chair, but you and I are short. We're a
That's
little short.
why I'm too short.
But Matt didn't eat this morning.
That's kind of
I'm
cuckoo.
worried about him. Now you get to eat. She's giving you what? What you giving her?
A pizza coupon for Domino's Pizza where she can receive a free large pizza for donating her life-saving blood today.
And what is your name?
I'm Angela Smith.
Angela Smith has the most charismatic smile. Look at the camera and smile. Look at that. Oh my. 8 o'clock. Now, are you working till close?
I'm working all day.
Oh my gosh. We'll be here. So Heidi's from our sales and marketing department, and you're a kind of a regular blood donor when you can, and you feel okay.
I'm fine, yeah.
She's never had any problem. We talked to her earlier. You've never had really any problem.
No.
Fantastic. Thank you for coming during this particular shift, because you
Thank
could have
y'all
come
for doing
anytime.
this.
Yeah.
Yes, thank y'all.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay. We're going to kind of keep an eye on Matt and make sure that he's going to be okay. Come right back down here. So we're going to be out here until we get 100 units. Just don't look. I'm blurry enough as it is. Amanda is, golly, I got to tell you, if Channel 9 were a human heart, a human body, Amanda would be its heart. and she's behind the camera right here from our OTT department. If you're watching us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit like on Facebook. Make sure you get all the alerts from the WAFB Plus channel. We've got the Jacques Doucet show, Jacques Talk. Steve Caparata did a fantastic show yesterday, Cap's Corner. He's going to be doing those on a regular basis during the summer, every Mondays at 10 o'clock. And you can go back and watch those on the WAFB YouTube channel. When you go to our YouTube channel, please subscribe so we can get a bunch of subscriptions on that and really kind of blow it out the water as we continue to offer you more and more things over the top that you can't get from the regular TV station. Well, it's cloudy, and I've talked long enough trying to hope that it would rain, but I think I'm going to go ahead and get up on the roof. We will visit on Facebook Live, off and on all day today. My cot is right here. I will be living here at LifeShare without question until we get 100 units or tomorrow afternoon. Although if we don't get it by tomorrow afternoon, I think I may be staying till Thursday. So any help you can do, and it's not for me. As you've heard our guests, as you've heard the LifeShare staff members, we are at a critical stage with blood donations right now. Because of the pandemic, because of floods, we're going into the summer, and again, historically, that's always been a problem with low blood supply. So if you are one to give, think about giving today. We'll be open until 8 o'clock tonight, LifeShare on Essen Lane, bright and early tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., so you can come in before work, eat breakfast before you come and come in before work, and we're going to just be here until we can kickstart the summer with 100 units of life-saving blood. 1 pint can save up to 3 lives. So LifeShare is where you want to be. We're on Essen Lane at Anselmo, right off of the interstate, kind of between Perkins and the railroad track, right in that part of Essen, right behind Ichiban. So we want to see you out here. I'm going to go ahead and sign off of Asian Nation. And again, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and we will see you on 9 News at noon from the roof of LifeShare. Take care.